Good morning, Mr. Plummer. I'm Ibrahim Kodi, student at Stars University at 277 Decatur Media 1, Section 3. My ID number is 10810. Before I begin with my presentation, I would like to take this time to appreciate you. Mr. Plummer, thank you for being our teacher. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you for the jokes. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the lesson that you taught us. Thank you for everything. I honor you. I'm grateful. May God bless you. May God grant you grace to your next level. Thank you. As I begin with my presentation, I will be presenting on HTML and links. Yeah. As I talk about HTML, ask the question for what is HTML? HTML is Hypertext Markup Language. It's the standard language for creating web pages. It structures web content using syntax and elements, allowing browsers to interpret and display content in a structured format. Hypertext allows navigation through links to other web pages. Markup language uses tags to define elements within a document. Not all a programming language. Unlike JavaScript, HTML does not include logic or conditional statement. It only defines web structure. Now I move to the use of HTML. I'll be discussing the use of HTML. HTML is used to structure content on the web. Text, image, video, forms, and so on. Link web page together. HTML does why it link web pages together. Create accessible and sentiment contents. Work alongside CSS and JavaScript to design, create, and visually appealing site. Okay. Now I move on to the basic structure of HTML document. An HTML document consists of several key parts that defines its structure. Two tabs, HTML. Firstly, you have the HTML, the opening tag and the closing tag. The opening tag, you put HTML and you close it. The next one is the header. The next one is the title. The next one is you come down to the header again. The next one is the body. From the body, you move on to the opening tag. You put H1, and then you close it. The next one you open it, and then you close it. You put P instead. The P represent the paragraph. The opening tag, you put slash and put the body. You close it. The opening tag, you put slash, you put HTML and close it. Now, I'm gonna go down to the breakdown of the code. .html declares the document as HTML 0 point. HTML, the root element that runs all contents. HTML is the root element that runs all contents. The header, count down to the header. We say the header contains metadata like the title and the link style sheet. The header contains metadata like the title and the link header sheet. The title defines the title display on the browser. The title defines the title display on the browser is where the browser can go and see something about the web page. It comes to the body. The body contains all visible content of the web page. The body contains all visible contents of the web page. Is where the browser will go and see everything about the web page. Anything that you put on your website, the browser will go on the body to see what all you have on the website. Okay. You type to HTML tags, element, and attributes. HTML uses tag to define element enclosed in anchors bracket. Structure of a tag. Structure of a tag. For the opening tag, you put the tag name inside and close it. Content in the center of content goes here and the tag name and close it. We come to the opening tag. The opening tag, you open, you put P in the center and close it. The content text, the content is where you put the text inside the element. The closing tag, you put the closing tag, you put slash and P and close it, except for self-closing tag like. And we come to the common tag and their uses. Tag the opening tag, the HR to the H6, the closing. Heading of different sizes. It has the heading of different sizes. The P defines a paragraph. We say in the HTML, P defines what? A paragraph. The A create a hyperlink. In HTML, A create what? A hyperlink according to our note. The opening tag, put IMG and close it. You stand for the image, or you say the image tag. Insert an image, ING is there to insert an image for the browser to be able to see what kind of image you have there. Go to the table. Create a table. Okay. UL stand for on order list. OL stand for order list. Defines an order list and order list. Okay. Now come to the definition of the opening tag the content, and the closing tag. The opening tag, this consists of the name of the element. The opening tag consists of the name of the element. The content, this is the content of the element. For example, it is the paragraph text. The content is the paragraph text. The closing tags, this is the same as the opening tag, except that it includes a forward slash before the element name. And come down to an attribute. An attribute should have a space between it and the element name. Attribute should have a space between it and the element name. For example, with more than one attribute, the attribute should be separated by space 2. For more than one attribute should have more than one space 2. The attribute name followed by an equal sign. You have the attribute name followed by an equal sign. An attribute value wrapped with opening and closing quote marks. Now, I begin with links. All HTML links are hyperlinks. They are all clickable links to move you to another document. Remember, a link doesn't have to be a text. It can be anything. It can be an image or something, a button or even something. Now let's go into syntax. The H represents the destination of the tag. The link tag is the visible part of the link. A link will appear in three ways. One is unfaced, that link is underlined and blue. A visitor link is underlined and purple. An active link is underlined and red. The tag attribute specifies where to open a link. You open a link in a tag attribute, it takes you into a blank document. What if we want to use the image element as link? In the tag, you put img, the opening tag, you put img and close it, and it will appear as a link to take you where you will find the image. You can add a title to a link by adding a title attribute. It gives us the as I was saying, we say the href specify the destination of the URL. The target is a blank and that opens the link in a new tag. The title displays additional information within the web browser. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Blama. Thank you once again. I appreciate your effort. Thank you, sir. This is my work.